This video is kind of to talk about, drug use and everything that gets involved with it, and stopping and how hard it is, March of 2008 was the last time I did any kind of drugs whatsoever. I was really bad off on pills and really bad off on pills, and I just kept telling myself, it'll be okay, or it'll be fine, or I'll never get as bad as that guy. You have that one guy, and you're like, I'll never get as bad as him. There's no way I'll get that bad, and you just keep kind of using that as your excuse, like I won't get that bad, and that'll never happen to me, and all this other stuff. But you're just lying to yourself. Sooner or later you're going to get caught up, and then you're going to be hooked, and then you're going to be screwed. I'm 27 years old, and it just seems like every year more and more people die from drugs, and it's ridiculous. And I lost one of my best friends to drugs, and they were over my house, or she was over my house like 2 days before it happened. They were like, we're best friends, and then I get the call, and I'm just like, you're lying to me because it's not possible. There's no way, that this happened, but it did. Um, and it broke my heart. And even then, like, I just could not get off drugs. I couldn't do it. I just could not get off drugs for the longest time. And they're like, oh well, I went to therapists and all this other stuff, and they're like, okay, here's methadone, and here's this, and here's that, or here's Suboxone, but it doesn't. Only thing it does is curve you from being addicted to one thing to another thing. I was even worse on methadone. I was taking like 60 milligrams a day. I was even worse on methadone. I didn't want to do anything. I just wanted to sit there and I would just eat all day long, and it was just ridiculous. And everybody's like, "Well, you can't be as bad as me. You have no clue." Like, I would not get up. Like, if I didn't have painkillers, like, I'm not getting up. I'm not moving. I'm not doing anything. I just won't do it. I was so bad to the point, like, I would leave, my parents' house and get on a bicycle, from wherever, like whoever you are or whatever, and I would ride, you know, an hour and a half just to go get drugs. And after a while, I was just so tired of it. I was just so tired. But it's just like the hunt, you wake up in the morning, you're like, I have to get this. Like, I'll call anybody at whatever time during the day. I have to have this. I have to do this. I don't care. And you just get so caught up with it. I'm just telling you right now, it is not worth it. It's going to get you sooner or later. I've lost too many friends. I've seen the most successful people, just go. They're gone. Like, I can't get them back. Nobody can get them back. Their family can't get them back. And the whole time when you're on drugs, I mean, even if you're watching this video, you're just like, who cares? Like, obviously there's going to be those retarded, comments or whatever, but it's like, who cares? I don't care if I hurt my family or whatever. People don't give a shit. People don't care. And I just don't understand, you know, how you can do that. How can you not care about your own health? I mean, I know when you're on painkillers, it feels like that your back is breaking. Like, you wake up in the morning or whatever, and you're like, oh my god, my back hurts, and you feel like you have the flu constantly. You're like, why do I feel so sick? Your stomach hurts, your back is just miserable, your head hurts, you have no energy, you don't feel like you're not going to do anything, but what the question is enough is enough. Like, you wasted enough time in your life. You know, January 8th, 2008, my son was born. And if it wasn't for my kid, then I would probably still be addicted to drugs. After my son was born, I was like, okay, nope, time to go. I gotta go. Like, I called my dad, and I was like, Daddy, I was like, I gotta go. And he's like, okay. And he's like, I understand. Because at the time I was living with my parents. And how disrespectful is that, to be messed up on drugs and your parents are paying for your house or paying for their house and you're living in their house, And if you have decent parents, then who are you? Like, who are you to disrespect your parents? I mean, or steal from them. Like, I could never. That's one thing I never did. Thank God, is I never stole from my parents because I felt like that is the ultimate spit in the face. I can't do that. Like, my family is pretty poor, and we're decently well off now, but I just could not do that to my parents. Like, my parents would take their last quarter, and buy me candy. They would do whatever they had to do to try to make their kids happy. And it broke my dad's heart. My dad was just like, "You're breaking my heart." Well, my dad said, "You're breaking my heart." I just didn't care because I was still messed up anyways. But I just couldn't do it anymore. I could not. I've never seen my dad cry one time except that, and he bailed me out of jail so many times. Like, son, you have to stop. And I never listened. And if I didn't have good parents, then who knows where I would be at, you know. But the ultimate thing is quit feeling fucking sorry for yourself. You know, it sucks. I got it. I've been there. Trust me, I was there for 8 years. I mean, trust me, I know. Like, I pissed away scholarships. I pissed away everything. I pissed away college. Now I'm, struggling to make it through college and be a full-time student and full-time job. It's hard. But quit feeling sorry for yourself because you're addicted to drugs. I don't feel sorry for you. You know, I don't feel sorry for you. I feel sorry for the people that you're affecting. Because you can stop. I know if I could stop after 8 years of mainline and doing all kinds of drugs, I know that you can. You know, come on, you have to do this. Like, you can make it. You will survive. You're going to make it those weeks, that month, that second month, those 90 days, those 180 days. But you have to take it one step at a time. Just, you got this. Just pull your head out of your ass and get help. Don't blame anybody else for your addiction except you. You did it to yourself. Who cares who gave you the drugs? You were the one that said okay, and you fucking took the drug or you shot up the drug. Come on.